Championship Wrestling for 10 years, providing excellence and innovation in virtual wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Excel number 81, the fallout from High Voltage last weekend in Bloomington, Indiana at the Assembly Hall. And speaking of which, we are wasting no time. We are going to get right into the big story that transpired at High Voltage last weekend. And there he is. Do not adjust your TV. Do not adjust any TV settings surrounding you. Haru Glory is walking down. You see the nameplate there? He is the new Excel champion. You heard me. New Excel champion. After the Dream Team were unable to defeat Night Raid in the 6-man elimination tag, everything that transpired afterwards sent out a shockwave of many things throughout the entire ACW fandom. Well, we can't tell you. We're going to go through what happened at High Voltage throughout the entire broadcast tonight. But you see here, the proof is in the pudding. Haru Glory made history last weekend, becoming the first ever two-time Excel champion by trading in his Excel Road Destiny briefcase against a weakened Akuma. And the question has been raised. Haru Glory, was him winning it the way he did the right thing to do? I mean, he did it within regulations of the briefcase. But is it Haru Glory's character to win it the way he did? I assume we're going to get an explanation as Haru Glory is about to speak in a matter of moments. Out here in Lincoln, Nebraska on a fever pitch here. There are fans and there are detractors. That is clear. Oh boy. Well, things didn't get even any more interesting in this situation. They clearly have here. The self-proclaimed best in the world getting a standing ovation here tonight in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Bob Devaney Center. Edward Elric, a man that teamed up with Haru Glory last weekend at High Voltage, which would be tentatively his final ACW Mega Event appearance, because the rumors have been confirmed Edward Elric will be leaving Anime Championship Wrestling in December. But what is he doing out here now? This can get very interesting. know about that. Haru better choose wisely here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know if this is the right idea here. I'm going to be completely honest here. So wait, this is official? This is official for round 0? Wait a minute. Whoa. There's Roger Smith. Roger Smith has declined that match to take place at Ground Zero. Oh, this is going to be a decision that a lot of ACW fans are going to discuss throughout the remainder of this night. Oh boy. Roger Smith being defiant, saying that that match will not take place at Ground Zero. Well, later on tonight, you see it on the screen, Aang made his return at High Voltage. Tonight he will be here at Excel number 81 to explain his actions from last weekend. Also tonight, we say our final goodbyes, the final farewell to the career of one Miroku, who lost at High Voltage to Joe Higashi last weekend. Plus in our main event tonight, it is match number 5 in the best 7 series between Reiko and Jury after their classic last weekend at High Voltage. Jury and Reiko tied to a piece. Also in Glamour X action, Cammy and Asuka will go at it one-on-one. This is another punishment for Asuka after damaging out to his mistakes at Excel last time we saw you there. But coming up next, it is going to be our opening contest. Rock Lee, victorious at high voltage, will take on the swordsman, Zorro. Whew. Say that entire match card 5 times fast. I dare you. Well, my name is Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always, and we welcome you here to the Bob Devaney Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, for another edition of ACW Excel number 81, the fallout, the aftermath of High Voltage 2017. And speaking of which, here you see this man here, Rock Lee, a man that made his return. A lot of people, including myself, doubted if his return was a bit too early for him, but he proved the doubters wrong at High Voltage. It was a hellacious I Quit match between him and his former friend and partner, Neji Hyuga. But Rock Lee was able to make Neji say those 2 words to defeat Neji once and for all, to the point where Neji Hyuga later on at High Voltage would scream, "I quit again," only this time he would quit ACW. And it was a few days later that Roger Smith granted that request. Neji Hyuga no longer a part of Anime Championship Wrestling. It's crazy what a week will do to certain superstars. But now we focus on the present, as Rock Lee will go one-on-one against a former Impulse Tag Team Champion, the swordsman of the Straw Hat Pirates, a man that was drafted to Excel last... Oh my... See that? That was within our budget. Take that, Stanford. Anyway, Zorro was drafted earlier this year at the ACW Draft to Excel, effectively splitting up the Straw Hat crew, while Luffy is on Impulse, who will be competing in the Gauntlet in about 2 weeks' time on Impulse number 87. This is Excel, as Zorro will be in action. The last time we saw Zorro in action, I believe it was the first episode, correct me if I'm wrong, the first episode of Excel. If not, you would go a little bit prior, where he competed in the Elite Tournament this year, lost to Tatsumi in the first round. So this will be a very interesting contest between Zorro and Rock Lee here on Excel number 81. Rock Lee coming off a victory at High Voltage last weekend. We will see if Zorro can stifle it. The bell has rung, and here is our opening contest for Excel number 81. As I said, we will go through the entire aftermath of High Voltage last weekend, which saw a new Excel champion, obviously, in Haru Glory, after the returning Aang came back and got vengeance against Akuma, the man that literally sent him to hell last season. With Aang appearing on Excel in a few short minutes, if not moments, we will hopefully get answers as to how Aang was able to come back from the pits of hell. Also, from High Voltage last weekend, we said goodbye to Miroku, who unfortunately lost to Joe Agashi in that stellar television match. And Miroku will be here tonight to say his final goodbyes here at Anime Championship Wrestling to his fans and to his co-workers. And then we also got to talk about the fact that our main event tonight will be match 5 of the best 7 series between Reiko and Juri Sanada, after they had a modern classic at High Voltage last weekend that many people are still talking about to this day. So we shall see what everything holds for Excel, as Ground Zero will be our next mega event for Excel coming up in December. So there's that, but let's get to this match here. As you can see, Rock Lee and Zorro exchanging chain-like maneuvers with one another. Zorro with a nice Fujiwara armbar taking Rock Lee down. You would have to think Zorro is more fresh than Rock Lee, and Rock Lee able to roll out of it. And both men have reached a standpoint. Rock Lee probably still suffers from the effects of that I Quit match despite winning it last weekend at High Voltage. Zorro's going to look to take advantage of it. Whip to the corner. Rock Lee gets splashed upon by Zorro. Zorro not going to waste any time going for a quick pin attempt here. 1. And a kick out at 1 from Rock Lee. into the midsection. There's a punch there from Zorro. There's another one. Rock Lee able to reverse with the whip here. Ducks under Zorro. Ducks over. And Rock Lee. Oh, Scoop Slam does not connect there. Rorona able to capitalize and counter it, but Rock Lee still in control with that strike. And Rock Lee not going to falter here. He has momentum from last weekend. He is looking to keep it intact. Big backbreaker. Cover from Rock Lee. One. And a kick out at one. Take a look at this again. Big backbreaker sending Zorro right down to the mat. Back live here, Rock Lee still in firm control. Big chop there. Another knife edge chop onto Zorro. Big forearm. Zorro now leading to the ropes here. Rock Lee able to whip Zorro to the ropes. And it's going to go for another scoop slam attempt. And Zorro once again counters it into a German suplex. And Rock Lee goes down. Zorro now coming quick here. And Rock Lee able to push Zorro right back down. Now Rock Lee, up kick, missed there, and a clothesline by Zorro to capitalize. Zorro, this is the first time in his career here that he's going to be competing in singles competition. Well, not in singles competition in that sense, but in a consistent pace. 1, 2, and a kick out by Rock Lee. Nice fallaway slam there by Rorona Zorro. As I was trying to say, Rorona Zorro is on a solo run now after leaving Impulse due to the draft thanks to being split up from Luffy. And there's a big knee sending Rock Lee over the top rope. Now Zorro's going to have to look to find his own way on his own. And the same can be said for Rock Lee, although Rock Lee's situation obviously was more personal and how that breakup happened between him and Neji. And now Rock Lee gonna meet Zorro on the apron here. What is he gonna plan for here? Wait a minute. Oh my God! Back suplex onto the hardest part of the ring, which is the apron. Instant replay. Take a look at the thud echoing the arena here. Oh! That will break your spine if done perfectly. Zorro now whipped back to the ring here. And Rock Lee is in definite control. Now Rock Lee guillotines Zorro right back down to the mat. Gonna go up top. Now what will Rock Lee go for? Using the crowd support to get his spirits up. Hopefully there's a payoff here. Now top, drop kick does connect to perfection. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, no, only a 2. Rock Lee making Zorro guess as to how his offense is going to be displayed here, and Zorro luckily able to counter. And now what's this? Oh, and a gut buster! Zorro sacrificing his own knee to inflict damage upon Rock Lee. And yes, that did run, because I am a poet, and I didn't even... Alright. If I start rapping, I'm going to start dropping bars like I'm Rice Gum or my Jake Paul. Alright, forced pop culture reference is over there. Rock Lee is getting stomped down here by Rorona Zorro. But Rock Lee able to push Rorona right back down to the mat. This has been a back and forth contest between two men that are looking to find a successful path on their own after coming off from tag team success. Rock Lee gets swept by Zorro. Now this Zorro dragging Rock Lee away from the ropes, very smart here. And stomp one right onto the gut, the midsection of Rock Lee. Rock Lee back up here, Rorona Zorro, swinging neck breaker, sends down the master of the cloverleaf. Rorona Zorro really just stomping his foot right onto every limb of Rock Lee, taking advantage of Rock Lee's fatigue from last weekend in that I Quit match with Neji. And now Zorro has Rock Lee up, drops him down with an atomic drop. And now what is Zorro gonna call for here? He's scouting out Rock Lee. This could be good or bad for Rock Lee here, and it'll be good. able to counter with a fireman's carry. And a nice leaping lariat sends down the swordsman. Rock Lee from the middle rope. And senton does not connect there for Rock Lee. Zorro rolling up Rock Lee from behind. 1, 2, and Zorro kicks out. Lee kicks out of Zorro's count at 2. Excuse me there. A little bit under the weather this week, so doing my best to do my commentating duties as quick and precise as possible as Rock Lee sent down with a hard right by Zorro. Rock Lee jawbreaker onto Rona Zorro. Kick to the side. And there's a rock solid by Rock Lee. That usually finishes off a lot of his opponents. The cover, 1, 2, and Rock Lee only gets a 2 from the rock solid. I am a bit surprised from that kick out from Zorro. Not a lot of people get out from that. The match continues, however. Rock Lee's gonna have to find now another way to defeat Rona Zorro. Sends him to the corner here. Rona able to counter it. And wait a minute. Double swordsman from the swordsman himself. Takes out Rock Lee. All Zorro needs to do is go for the cover, and he's pretty much has this won. I remember that maneuver taking out a lot of opponents to where him and Luffy were able to win tag team gold, and Rock Lee wisely able to roll out of the ring before Zorro could attempt for a cover. And Rock Lee yanks the leg down, makes Zorro hit back first on that apron yet again in this match. Great psychology from the master of the Cloverleaf, as now Rock Lee is back in control here on the apron, waiting for Zorro to rise up from the top rope. Nice drop kick sends down Zorro. But Zorro quickly able to kick back Rock Lee to the middle of the ring. Now Zorro taking his time. And Zorro, no, Rock Lee able to roll up. Zorro with his reach, able to reach the ropes. Get to the midsection. Uppercut. Drop kicks. Zorro down on the mat. Crowd on a fever pitch in Lincoln, Nebraska. Rock Lee dragging Rona Zorro in the middle of the ring to set up what is looking like to be a cloverleaf from Rock Lee. The same cloverleaf that made Neji say I quit last weekend at High Voltage. Zorro crawling to the ropes right in front of him to call for a break. But Rock Lee's got that cinched in tight. He's cinched it in back on that spine that's been injured during this matchup. And Zorro's got no choice but to tap here tonight on Impulse. Excel 81, excuse me. Rock Lee's momentum continues from High Voltage, using the same submission, the cloverleaf that made Neji quit. And Zorro taps out for Rock Lee to get a victory here tonight at Excel 81. Sky's the limit for Rock Lee as his road to single success continues on ACW Excel. Rock Lee able to, oh my God! Choji! I thought Choji was suspended! I heard no news about Choji having his suspension lifted. What the hell is this about? Choji Akamichi, oh my God! You've got to be kidding! Oh my God! Completely wipes out Rock Lee with that deadlift bomb. Choji Akamichi making his first appearance in the new season. I thought he was suspended. Wait a minute. Oh, now what? We're getting some words happening backstage now. Can we get a camera there? What's going on? Oh my God, Samus attacking Revy backstage. Samus not happy with the way Revy embarrassed her at High Voltage, and now Samus is going to take the law into her own hands. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. These two ladies will compete in 2 weeks' time at Excel number 83 in a last glamorous standing match that both Samus and Revy agreed to. But Samus is looking to get a head start before then. Rarely can barely stand up here. Oh, God. This rivalry will come to an end at Excel number 83, one way or another. The question is, who truly will be the last Glamour standing? Welcome back to Excel number 81. It's already been a crazy night here at the Bob Devaney Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. Still to come, we've got a lot to talk about. The return of Aang is imminent. It is coming to you tonight here on Excel number 81 after what happened last weekend at High Voltage. Speaking of what happened last weekend at High Voltage, we will say goodbye to Miroku the Monk also here tonight after he was unsuccessfully able to defeat Joe Agashi at High Voltage. Our main event tonight is match number 5 between Reiko and Jury in this epic best of 7 series after their Modern Classic last weekend at High Voltage. But coming up next, Glamour X action will begin early here as Cammy will take on Asuka Kazama one-on-one. Oh my goodness, the Glamour X division already trying to make stories here throughout Excel here tonight. Before the commercial break, Sam is assaulting and attacking Revy backstage before their last Glamour standing match at Excel number 83 in 2 weeks. Reiko and Jury are tied to a piece in their best 7 series, and they will face here tonight to break that tie. And then you have this between Cammy, by the way, that has some very new attire here based off her Street Fighter V look. I think it works for her, but you know, I may be a little bit biased. But anyways, Cammy will go one-on-one against Asuka Kazama here. Speaking of Cammy, we will be at her hometown, we will be at her homeland, if you will, her home country in a few weeks' time, in a few months' time, as ACW will be returning back to the United Kingdom for the British Invasion Tour. So it was such a success last season that we are going to be touring in the UK yet again this season during the hype of Anime Revolution. More details will be coming out for that as the dates approach. Visit our social media on Facebook and Twitter to get all the tour dates for both Excel and Impulse during the British Invasion Tour. As Cammy now in the ring, she will wait for her opponent. Luck has not been on this lady's side for the past couple of weeks. The last time we saw you on Excel number 80, it was Asuka going one-on-one against Samus, and Samus didn't even let Asuka walk down to the ring before assaulting her and decisively defeating her in the ring afterwards. That was punishment from Akuma Mito after Akuma was intimidated, quote-unquote, by Asuka last month at Fusion. Well, the reason why this match is happening here tonight is because, simply put, Dan and Chaozu wanted to play some child games with Akuma. Chaozu, I believe, exposing himself to Akuma Mito, And Roger Smith was not happy about that anyways, so Akuma suggested that Asuka wrestle Cammy here tonight as some sort of punishment for the actions of Danny Biki and Chaozu. And I gotta say, I know Asuka is Dan's girl and all, but that's gotta irritate Asuka to a certain degree. That she's being quote-unquote punished for something she didn't even do. Feels like Akuma has a certain... I don't know, I don't want to make assumptions, but it seems like Akuma has a certain personal vendetta with Asuka. I don't know. That could be just me. And here we go. The Street Fighter Tekken rivalry continues here between Cammy and Asuka. Cammy ducks under here, jumps over Asuka here. And oh, look at this. Takes her down with an arm drag. And now we'll whip Cammy to the ropes here. Asuka. And look at this. Nice Hurricanrana roll up here. Cover. 1. Nope, and a kick out at 1. People forget that Asuka can really excel, no pun intended, when it comes to high-flying and aerial-based movesets. Asuka's one of the best out there. She's wrestled some of the best, and she's up top here in the middle of the ring. You're about to see what I'm talking about in a matter of moments here. Asuka from the middle rope. And look at that! Another Hurricanrana taking down Cammy. Another cover attempt here by Asuka. 1, 2. And Cammy kicks out at 2. But the offense of Asuka is working. Oh, no, wow. That was a big slap there. Did not expect that. Dropkick missed there. Cammy able to move out of the way here. But Asuka able to draw a break. And look at this. Head scissors takedown. Sends Cammy down on the mat yet again. Take a look at the offense here so far. There's one Frankensteiner. You're about to learn the differences here right now. That was a Frankensteiner, right? This was a Hurricanrana. Alright, and this was his head scissors takedown. There you go. Wrestling 101 with Hakeem Johnson. You are welcome. Cammy blocking that kick attempt there from Asuka. Or Asuka. I call her Asuka. A lot of you people will probably call her Asuka. As Cammy just clotheslines Asuka over the top rope. Very hard-hitting matchup here with the Glamours, but that is, not surprising. That is to be expected. The Glamour X division is all about style and substance at the end of the day. It is one of the premier divisions in terms of women's virtual wrestling. And you see it here tonight with this match. You'll see it later on between Reiko and Jury in the main event. You saw it at High Voltage last weekend with Reiko and Jury in a match that a lot of people are calling match of the year, match of the season, whatever you want to call it, that is what is being called. That's Cammy now back in the ring here. Russian leg sweep, even though she's British. Alright, it's effective. 1, 2, and Asuka with a shoulder up before 3. Feels like both ladies here are going to try to place their rankings within the Glamour X division. Because I can assure you, once this Best of 7 series is over between Reiko and Jury, whoever walks out Glamour X champion, there is a bunch of female talent, there's a bunch of women wrestlers in the Glamour X division that are going to be looking to gun for that title. I'm sure Cammy and Asuka are just 2 of many that are looking to make that aspiration real. As Cammy with that big double knee sends Asuka down, cover, but Asuka's leg was caught under the ropes for a break. Asuka getting a little fatigued here as Cammy, big elbow sends down Asuka. And Asuka's in a bit of a bind here as Cammy continues her work. Her smash mouth offense is evident here in this match, as it always is in every match Cammy's a part of. Drags Asuka to the middle of the ring here. And look at this. Nice overhead neck breaker. Or perfect neck breaker, if you will. Cammy now doing a little taunting with the crowd. Crowd not really receptive here in Lincoln, Nebraska. But I'm sure that'll be different come the British Invasion Tour next year. And Cammy with a big splash. Cross body splash. Or body splash in general cover. 1, 2. And Asuka with a shoulder up. And Cammy getting a little bit frustrated with the referees officiating here. mean, granted, the referees are stupid in general. They're in principle stupid, but and that was a fair call. Look at this Cammy now doing her best here. Oh! Jawbreaker by Asuka. Cammy so far dominating this matchup. Asuka needs to find a way, really, to make a comeback here, or else it's only a matter of time before Cammy scores a W here. Get to the midsection here. Take to the midsection here. And look at this. Oh, big backbreaker. And finally Asuka finds an opening against Cammy. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2. And I think Asuka knows she's going to have to do a lot of bit more than that to keep Cammy down. She's got to play catch up here. She's been dominated throughout this whole match. She's got to make a comeback. From the top turnbuckle, Asuka. Big drop kick. Cammy goes down crashing. Cammy trying to slowly but surely get up here, but Asuka waiting here, and Cammy stops it with her own hip toss as a counter. What a jam-packed night here in Lincoln, Nebraska for Impulse Excel 81. Why do I keep saying Impulse, even though it's Excel 81? It's green, not blue. Damn it, hockey. Anyways, came with a big elbow drop cover. 1, 2, and a kick out from Asuka. Still to come, we've got Aang. I believe in a matter of moments, we'll be addressing the Excel audience here. In just a matter of moments, also, Miroku the Monk will be saying his final farewells to ACW here tonight. That's going to be a tearjerker, I believe. As Cammy went for one snap suplex there. And then obviously the main event, Reiko and Jury. Match number 5 to break that tie from High Voltage last weekend. As Cammy with another snap suplex. Cammy, I don't know if it's the new outfit, I don't know if it's just a new attitude, I don't know, but it's clearly working. Has her up. Is she gonna go for another snap suplex to make it a trifecta? No, Asuka counters it into a roll-up here. 1, 2. And only a 2. Asuka getting closer and closer to that 3. And Asuka now rushing, wasting no time to go after Cammy here. The ropes here. Drags her back. Then there's a Frankensteiner sending Cammy down. The crowd here in Lincoln. They feel something here. Let's take a look at the replay of that Frankensteiner. And now, look at this. Asuka going up top. And a Cammy not moving. Big elbow drop. Shades of Macho Man. Randy Savage. Asuka goes for the cover and still only gets a 2. The crowd solidly behind. Oh, wait a minute. Akuma. Now, I know Akuma assigned this match, but why is she out here? She just distracted Asuka from just controlling this matchup, and there was a snap suplex Cammy was looking for here. This is not good. And Cammy now. Tiger sit up powerbomb onto Asuka 2, and Cammy is victorious on Excel 81. Oh, come on, this sucks. Why was Akuma out there? Asuka had that match won. I do think, I'm starting to think that she does have a personal vendetta against Asuka. This is ridiculous. Asuka had the match won. Well, that's a damn shame. Uh-oh. Asuka's got the mic. I'd be down for that. I mean, Akuma was signed to a Glamrex match. Let's not get that twisted. She would. Well, let's hear. That's a little bit scary there. Come on, you don't want to wrestle Asuka now. Wait, Roger Smith again. Okay. I like that. I like that. Finally, Asuka and Akuma will settle their issue at Excel 82 next week. That is sure to be a match that I'm looking forward to. And Akuma clearly did not want that match to go down, but it is going to go down next week. And hopefully Akuma is prepared for the Rockettes. Wow, what a night so far here on Excel number 81. Still to come, we have Miroku going to say his final farewell. Reiko and Jury match number 5 as our main event here tonight. That is sure to be another classic on top of other classics that has happened in that Best of 7 series. And then also Aang will address why he did what he did last weekend at Wait a minute. Well, speaking of which, I assume we're going to get the answers right now from the returning Avatar. Whoa! The Avatar has returned to ACW Excel. The last time we saw Aang last season was in that hellacious, no pun intended, Hell in a Cell match at Ground Zero, where Akuma, when he was Excel champion, defeated Aang and then sent him straight to hell. We had not heard of Aang, we had not heard from Aang ever since, until High Voltage last weekend, where he reappeared and brutally attacked the demon to the point where Haru Glory took his chance and used the Excel Road to Destiny briefcase to become the 2-time and new Excel champion. Clearly it was an act of revenge. And we're going to hear from Aang with his own words. Why now? And Aang taking in all this adulation from the crowd that has not been able to see him since that fated night. What a homecoming. A deserved homecoming. The Avatar, the Avatar is calling out Akuma here. The Avatar is calling out Akuma. I don't know if this is a wise decision or it is a big mistake. Either way, Aang is not phased at all because he wants to settle this. Oh no. Wait, what the hell? What is this? What the? Wait, there is smoke. There is smoke coming from the stage here. What the hell is going on here? Oh wait, what? What? What the hell? What the hell did that even mean? What was that all about? I don't... What? Wait, what? Welcome back to Excelity 1, and boy oh boy. Miroku walking down the halls for a final time here. Being greeted by Soma, Kakashi, and former Gamma member Danny Beaky. It's going to be an emotional night for Miroku and for all of us here. So now we will say our final goodbyes, our final farewells to a career that spans over 10 years in ACW, one of the original pillars of this company, Miroku the Monk. That'll be later on tonight, but coming up next, Reiko and Jori Sanada will compete in match number 5 of the Best of 7 series. And for those that did not witness what happened last weekend, it was ACW High Voltage 2017, which is now available on the Mega Events channel. Make sure you subscribe now to that channel to get every Mega Event from ACW. But nonetheless, Jori and Reiko Hinamoto went to war for damn near almost 25 minutes in a modern classic a lot of people will be talking about for many months and years to come. Reiko and Jori proved why they are the two best in virtual wrestling as it pertains to women's wrestling. They went at each other, bruised and battered and all, but it was another sunrise suplex by Reiko Hinamoto that took out Jori Sanada, and Reiko Hinamoto ties the series 2 apiece. And here we are now here tonight to figure out who will break the tie. There she is, the Glamorex champion, Reiko Hinamoto, who is walking down to the ring. If you can see it, it might be a little difficult to see, but within that coat, she is wearing a knee brace to be able to perform a bit more proficient in match number 5 here tonight, as opposed to it being taped altogether. Reiko, as you saw through that video package, she tied the series 2 apiece. And now either her or Jori will break the tie here tonight. It is our main event of the evening. Reiko Hinamoto has held the Glamorex Championship with pride and humility. But will that be enough to extend her stay tonight? What a weekend it has been for this individual here. She goes to Bloomington, Indiana at High Voltage to compete in the match number 4 of the Best of 7 series, a match match that everybody still talks about to this day. And then after that matchup, she goes to DCA Revelations 3, the season finale for Season 3 of Destiny Championship Alliance, where she fought Sakura Hagiwara in a matchup, in a 30-minute Iron Woman match that went into overtime. To where Sakura and Jury put on a match that also is being talked about to this day. To where Jury suffered 44 German suplexes from Sakura Hagiwara. Jury Sonata now comes here to Lincoln, Nebraska to fight Reiko again in match number 5. Jury has to be exhausted. Jury has to be almost tapped out here. But she is getting an opportunity of a lifetime. She will not blow it here. This will be interesting. Jury Sonata before High Voltage is coming into that event 2-1. And Jury, oh wait a minute, Jury not playing around here. Uppercuts her from behind. Reiko turning her back onto Jury. That was something that she just could not do. You do not turn your back on someone like Jury Sonata, and she's finding that out the hard way. Jury Sonata being aggressive so far early in the matchup. She's now going to back away as Reiko is back up here. Despite what happens here tonight, we are getting match number 6 in the best of 7 series next week on Excel 82 as Jury knees Reiko on her rib. Jury clearly is not playing games. She is clearly on the attack early in the match. So regardless of who wins here tonight, we will get match number 6 in the best of 7 series, which will be a must-win match for either Reiko or Jury after this matchup is completed. What a series it has been between these two. In my opinion, the two best female talents in virtual wrestling today. And quite honestly, it's pretty hard to argue otherwise. That's Jury attacking Reiko's knee brace. As you can see it in full display, it's a bit of a target for Jury, and Reiko knows that. She's going to have to try to avoid every leg attempt submission Jury will go for. Reiko coming back with offense here. Kick to the midsection. Backhand blocked by Jury. Reiko comes back with a punch right towards the ribs. Jury able to whip her to the ropes. Ducks under. Reiko comes back here. And, oh, Reiko yanks the injured arm of Jury. Kicks her right down with the leg down. Man, oh man. Reiko with the cover. 1. And a kick out. Reiko and Jury. Every match they've had in this series, people keep asking, how the hell can they be able to top what they did? And they always showcase different. They always prove us wrong. Jury now back in the ring here. Front face lock to the champion. Uppercut. Big forearm there. And has her up for a scoop slam with hard conviction. Jury Sonata is not going to waste any time here. She is looking to take Reiko out early so she can be able to rest up for match number 6 should she win here. Jury now whipping Reiko to the ropes. Reiko hangs on here. And, oh, Reiko with the kick to Jury. That had a stunner for a little bit here. Jury looking for a punch. Blocks Reiko's attempt there. Whips to the ropes. Ducks under. Arm drag sends down Reiko. Jury comes back and drops elbows right towards the injured leg. And that's been the story for Reiko Hinomoto this entire series. That injured leg has been a detriment to this series, even when she was victorious. As Jury dumped on her bad arm to the outside. And Reiko will follow pursuit here. As Reiko slowly to get back down here. And Jury yanks the injured leg to slam Reiko down on the mat. And I'm telling you right now, Jury Sonata, Jury Sonata putting on some classic matches last weekend on High Voltage and then Revelations 3. But in those both matches, she lost. She lost to Reiko Hinomoto at High Voltage to where the series is now tied. then goes to Revelations 3 and loses to Sakura Hagiwara in that epic Iron Woman match for 30 minutes plus overtime. If I'm Juri Sanada, I'm not a happy camper at all. As Juri continues to attack the bad leg of Reiko Hinomoto, Juri Sanada is determined to look for a victory here tonight at Excel number 81. What a night it has been for the Glamour X division. Samus Aran going after Revy earlier tonight to establish their matchup coming up in 2 weeks at Excel number 83 in that last Glamour match, which will be one hell of a fight if any of their previous matches will tell you otherwise. Cammy and Asuka went at it in another good match here tonight in Excel 81. Akuma being a distraction for Asuka to lose here. Akuma and Asuka is set up for next week. One-on-one, it'll be Akumi's debut on Excel. And then you're seeing right now Reiko and Juri going at it once again in match number 5 to break the tie, where match number 6 will take place regardless of the victor here tonight in this matchup at Excel 82 next week. The Glamour X division is for real, and I think it's about high time people start realizing that. As Reiko is up top here, Juri sends Reiko down on a seated position to the top rope. And now Juri will take full advantage of Reiko's mishap here. It looks like she's going to go for a suplex from the top rope here. Has her up. And wait, Reiko uses her bad leg, but with the knee brace to hit Juri and knock her loopy. She's going to try to go for it again here. And Juri yet again stops Reiko, but Reiko this time able to kick back. And with that injured leg, with that knee brace, does a spinning wheel kick onto Juri. 1, 2. Juri Sanada kicks out. Take a look at this offense so far. Reiko using that knee brace as a weapon here to counter that suplex attempt from Juri, and then uses a weapon again to hit that spinning wheel kick. And I see what Reiko's doing. Yeah, it's a detriment to have that knee brace to accommodate for that injured leg, but Reiko is using it legally as a weapon. And that'll play as a huge factor if this match continues. Reiko yanking Juri's bad arm down to the mat here. Yanks it down yet again. And look at that! Drops the knee brace onto the injured arm and finishes it off with a drop kick. Reiko Hinomoto being very smart in this match so far. Pin attempt by the champion covered. 1, 2, and Juri able to kick out before 3, but Reiko Hinomoto taking in control here. Big kick to the back of Juri Sanada. And the Glamour X champion feeling more confident than she did a few weeks ago of this series, where the first 2 matches she was down 2-0. And then she comes back last week in a High Voltage to tie the series. And again, Reiko using that knee brace to target that injured arm yet again. And it is paying off for her so far in this match. From the middle rope, big body splash, has the challenger down. Reiko going for another pin attempt. 1, 2, and Reiko kicks out. Excuse me, Juri kicks out of Reiko's pin attempt at 2, but oh, look at that. Juri moving out of Reiko's attack there from the ropes here. Nope, Reiko counters it into a leg roll up. 1, 2. Juri able to escape at 2. Reiko now continuing the assault, but Juri able to still take advantage of that injured leg. Knee brace, taped or not. Goes in, Northern Light suplex. She bridges it. Cover 1, 2, and Reiko shoulder up before 3. You've got to wonder. Oh my goodness, stomps that leg. Let's take a look at the offense back and forth between both of these ladies here. This exchange here. Reiko able to counter Juri's offense with this leg roll up here. That would only get a 2 count. Then Juri Sanada would come with a pin attempt of her own in a form of a Northern Lights suplex. But that would also get her a 2 on Reiko. Back live here, Juri Sanada, Reiko continuing the war. Not a fight, not a match, it's been a war. A war for Glamour X supremacy as Reiko takes a side neck breaker suplex from the submission. How are these ladies still competing at this high level? Now look at this, Reiko counters whatever that was, yanks the bad arm down. And that bad arm continues to be the Achilles heel for Jury as Reiko applies that Dragon Sleeper. Shades of the Ultimate Dragon. Reiko has it locked in. Has that pit covered firmly onto the neck of Jury. And look at the way Reiko has her entire weight on top of the spine, the lower back of Jury Sanada. You're not supposed to bend that way. What is Jury gonna do here? Can she crawl? Could she crawl? But she's gotta find a way. The referee asking her if Jury wants to give. And knowing Jury, that's not on the table. That is not an option to the submission. Can you imagine if Reiko for the first time in this series leads 3-2? What a momentum change it would be for the Glamour Edge champion. Jury Sanada is looking in excruciating pain, but Jury able to roll out, luckily for her. Nails it with a nice arm drag. Reiko's bad leg getting caught up there in the ropes. The match goes on. Jury Sanada, front face lock. Look at this here. Drops her down with a neck breaker. You gotta wonder if Draco's neck is also starting to become a factor here with how many times Jury has dropped Reiko these past couple of matches in the series. As Jury waits for Reiko to rise up, there's a roaring elbow. Knocks Reiko off her feet. Jury setting something up here. Up, Reiko whips Jury to the corner. It's gonna have Jury on top. Hopefully, something happens here. Just clubs Jury from behind. Look at this, Reiko looking to go for a German. No, Jury able to escape Reiko's attempt there. And now Jury going up top here. And Reiko trips Jury on top. And Reiko now will go for a second attempt here. And big suplex from the top rope. How do these two ladies, how do these two continue to have so much left in the tank? It's like they're not human. But that is how important the Glamour Edge Championship is to both of these ladies. Reiko got blocked there. She just landed badly on her leg there, but still able to fight with that counter. Oh, missed the kick there. Jury counters it with a knee to the midsection. Punches the midsection yet again. Whips Reiko from the ropes here. Jawbreaker connects. Reiko now in the driver's seat with multiple forearms. Whips Jury to the other side. Ducks under. Arm drag on the bad arm. But the fatigue of Reiko is clearly now beginning to take effect to the champion. Let's take a look at the replay here of this suplex from the top turnbuckle. We are back live. Jury getting back up here, using the ropes here, but Reiko right there, taunting her. Whips her, no. Jury counters the whip here. Has Reiko up here. Are you? Oh my God, the crossface! The crossface by Reiko! She countered it into a crossface! Jury Sanada, but Reiko rolls out of it! Reiko rolling out of that first crossface attempt from Jury. Kick to the midsection. Is she gonna go for it here? Jumping Hikma attack. Takes out the submission. And this sets up the Angel Dive. Reiko up here. Jury's back up for a second time. She just caught her into the crossface position yet again. How does she do it? And for a second time, Reiko escapes the maneuver. That crossface, as Reiko knows better than anybody, has been the bane of her existence throughout this entire series. Take a look at these variations. Lifts her up and takes her down for a crossface. That was the first attempt. Then the second time when Reiko was probably going for the Angel Dive, Jury gets back up and puts her back down for a second attempt of the crossface. We are back live. Reiko jumping hip attack. She missed it. She landed on her bad leg here. Jury Sanada She goes to crossface for a third time. Are you kidding me? And there is nowhere to crawl. There is nowhere to roll out. She is far away from the ropes as she can possibly be. Juri Sanada is looking to redeem herself from last weekend. Juri Sanada, Reiko is crawling to the ropes here. She knows how important it is for her to stay alive in this series, but Juri's got it yanked in. Reiko just tapped out. Juri Sanada victorious. She wins match number 5. Juri Sanada afforded a hip attack. Reiko landed on her bad leg. And that was all the advantage Juri needed to apply the crossface for a third time and has made Reiko, for a second time in this series, tap out to the crossface. And just like that, Juri Sanada has regained her lead in the best of 7 series. She now has Reiko Hinamoto at check. Next week, it is a must-win situation for the Glamrex champion, as Juri with her battered arm is walking out victorious. But I tell you what, next week will be the crucial moment. Either Reiko will tie once again next week, or Juri is walking out of Excel 82, the new Glamrex champion. And here he is. Oh my God. Any old school ACW fan knows what that meant. I never thought I would have seen that in my life. Miroku shaking hands with the Excel champion Haru Glory, because in a matter of moments, we are going to say goodbye to a legend, an institution, not just in Excel, but in ACW in general. As we say goodbye to a legend known as Miroku the Monk. May 6th, 2007, Miroku the Monk defeated Zorro at the very first Animania to become the Excel World Champion. Ever since, he has become an institution of this brand, a legend of this company, one of the original 6 pillars of Anime Championship Wrestling. And tonight, we close the book on a storied career. Miroku the Monk is here tonight on Excel 81 to say goodbye to a company that he molded, that he trailblazed, that he created. I'm not gonna lie to you, the emotions of many are running through my body, as I'm sure it is for all of you here tonight. As Miroku the Monk takes in all this adulation of what will be to his final night here in Anime Championship Wrestling. What a time to be alive. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There is no way that man is doing this right now. This is not his moment. This is not his goddamn moment. Miroku was about to sign off for the final time. And this egomaniacal son of a bitch that is our television champion has just interrupted a genuine moment for a person that deserves it. Now what the actual hell does Joe Agashi want? You retired him last weekend, and you can't even give him his moment. I mean, you didn't give one to Ash, so I shouldn't be surprised. What the absolute hell does Joe Agashi have any business being here right now? absolute sick bastard. What a sick, conniving, self-entitled prick. And Miroku clothesline Sagashi! Almost took his head off! You're damn right! All the more deserved for Joe Higashi, and there's another one! If Miroku's gonna go out, it will be on his own terms! For one final time! The most electrifying move in all of virtual wrestling and entertainment! The peasant's elbow, bitch! Miroku! For one final time, delivers a peasant's elbow for the people. A 10-year career may have come to an end tonight, but it will be a career that will be celebrated for years to come. Thank you, Miroku, for all that you've done for this company. And may you live a peaceful and healthy life. For Excel 81, I'm Hakeem Johnson, telling you all to stay cool. Thank you, Miroku.